Hello and welcome to the Koad Gween podcast. My name is Sean, and today I am joined by ChadOkay and Yolk.
Yo,
What's going on?
not much.
What's up?
How's it been, boys? How's it been?
So it's been a while.
We
gonna-
talked
yeah.
like 10
So
seconds
today
ago.
we're gonna talk about our first topic, which is
Ask
this is
Uh,
Yes,
censorship
ask
in video games, right? If I remember correctly.
yeah, censorship in video games. Censorship in video games.
Which
So I don't know if you guys
shit
have
about.
noticed.
You know
I
what,
don't-
Chad? You start.
Yeah.
You seem more acquainted with this topic.
Yeah, I am. I'm very good at knowing
Shut
shit.
up, big
So
ego, man.
PlayStation. So PlayStation announced that they're gonna start censoring a lot of their games with like subtle ones. Like for instance, in Persona 5, there's a scene where they're at the beach and it shows a butt. Well, that butt in PlayStation version of that game has a beam of light that is covering it, and it's
Do you-
going to get more intense with like blood and violence and all that stuff.
Big question.
Fucking
this-
swearing. Go ahead.
Oh,
Does this mean no
and-
more anime simulators?
There's gonna be anime simulators, but
No more
they're
dating?
just gonna be more censored. And people are confused because, as you know, Nintendo is one of those family-friendly companies, and they have games for the Switch that are also available on Xbox and PlayStation 4. The issue comes with the fact that Nintendo Switch isn't censoring as much as PlayStation now, so people are getting upset because you don't really need to be censoring video games. Video games are video games, you know?
video games are art. You don't censor art.
Right. You don't need
I
to.
said that in a jokingly manner, but it's kind of true.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Think
don't.
of
You don't need to be
Roblox.
censoring it.
Mm.
Think of like censoring real life. That's
Yeah.
big homo. That's large homo.
I mean-
Yes, large homo indeed.
Sony can
Or-
do what they want, but fuck them. We
Yeah,
have
like-
the Xbox. So fuck
Yeah.
you,
Why would you
PlayStation.
play a dating simulator with no reward whatsoever?
Because
Why
you
are
get
you wa-
jiggle physics.
You get jiggle physics. Thank you.
That is the reason censorship should be illegal.
Right.
Jiggle physics.
Fucking Left 4 Dead 2 volleyball adventures and shit. That's the. That is the main market. Titties.
Wait,
Yes.
but is Sony using a rating system to like
Yeah.
censor things, or are they just
Yeah.
arbitrarily censoring things?
Well, it's basically every PlayStation version of games with some sort of nudity is going to be censored, from what I understand.
There's an age rating for a reason, you dumb
Right.
fucks.
You're right.
Yeah, like
Like,
I mean, no one really cares. We all know that like a bunch of games, like most Call of Duty games, what are they, PG like 16, 18,
97.
I don't know, but a bunch of kids still play them, so
Yeah.
it's kind of dumb.
I mean, maybe
It-
they're going for like more of a kid-friendly advertising or market
but what if?
approach.
But why would you do that when your main market is sweaty nerds?
Yes,
Who like
sweaty
anime
nerd.
Exactly.
jiggle physics?
You're a
And-
sweaty nerd, sweaty nerd, sweaty nerd.
I am a sweaty nerd. I sweat quite often, actually.
Isn't that like
for
being
instance,
human 101?
That's illegal. Your name is Chad.
I'm a
Supposed to
Chad.
be normal.
I'm an alpha Chad. I'm
You're
not.
an alpha Chad with the biceps the size of the fucking moon. Yeah.
I chug Monster Can through my urethra.
Oh God.
I'm not gonna talk about my monster.
I can feel
experience.
and smell that.
Oh yeah. You
Oh,
like
yeah.
that? You like what you're smelling?
No.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So that was that's what it is. It is what it is.
I mean,
Very
it kind of
precise.
sucks because, well, like I said, it's art, and I feel like as a creator, it kind of sucks if you work hard to animate jiggle physics, or I don't know, and just for have some company like, yeah, no, goodbye.
Yeah.
And it's not really smart on a marketing. I mean, I guess like on a marketing standpoint, yes, you get to sell to more people, but like there is still a market of people who buy it for those parts.
Well, from a marketing standpoint, you just lost a bunch of your regular customers who would purchase your
Exactly.
Yeah.
video games because
But on the other
of their
hand,
content.
like since of the censored thing, you can like, well, it's more advertiser friendly for a bunch
Yeah,
of
yeah.
a more like younger audience. It's a lot more safe too,
Because like
and less
But
controversial.
but the thing is, PlayStation doesn't need advertising. it doesn't need advertising because it is
I
a
mean,
big company.
for the games.
No,
Yeah,
right,
like there's a bunch of like small games that come out
No,
on
but-
different consoles, and no one knows or talks about.
Wait,
them.
wait.
Right.
PlayStation, it's mostly like families with kids who get them. So if
What?
yeah, lots of PlayStations. Like PlayStations is the default kid console these days.
It used to be
So-
the Xbox. I remember that when I was a child.
Well, you're
Xbox
not a child
360.
anymore.
I'm an adult.
You're old now. I bet
Yeah.
you're balding.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Something I'm
Uh,
very sensitive about. No, thanks, Sean.
Same. Fuck you.
Ah. Yeah, fuck you. Ouch.
Um, No, but Sean, Yolk, you have a problem,
I do.
and we were talking about discussing this on the podcast. Would you
I know.
Oh.
I
do you remember?
You go ahead.
Remember how we were talking about vaping, and you told me to save it for the podcast? Right.
Vaping, yes.
Yeah, it's the podcast.
Save it for the next
I-
episode, bitch.
No.
No.
We'll talk about vaping next week, Chad. Right now, we're still talking about censorship in video games.
I'm trying to segue the topic.
Well, you know what? Let's talk a bit let's talk about vaping a bit later because we still have a while to go.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you're right.
Also, I got something to say. Apparently, their argument is that video games often objectify women, and to be honest, have no idea what to think about that because I'm not.
I
that
think
sure.
that's kind of wrong because everything kind of objectifies women.
They're really
and
just
men.
appealing to their fucking market. They're just like, hey,
Exactly, yeah.
the men who play our video games happen to like titties too. So I mean, what the fuck?
But then you like women for their titties instead of their personality or something.
I mean, some women like men based on physical appearance too, or height even. So.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But
it's
people,
fair.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
people
It's
argue
not like-
that it's mostly because of the media, but I don't think that's true.
That's not how that works.
I mean, it's no.
That doesn't make any logical sense whatsoever.
Elaborate.
I don't know, but like the
Media-
media, it objectifies a thin woman with titties or big titties or whatever, and a tall guy that's muscular, and then people to be attractive are supposed to be in those categories, and people who aren't
Well-
get salty, and then
I mean, on a evolutionary standpoint, that is what is better because women with larger breasts and wider hips is like a better partner, in the sense that like
What I think,
for like children and giving birth naturally.
what I think Yolk is trying to say is
And
that
if
the
guys
media
portrays-
helping
trying.
that.
The media is pushing. Is what they're saying is the media is pushing on other people that, you need to look like this or you're not going to find what you're looking for in life, which is not the case. That doesn't
No.
make any sense logically. If you look at somebody on TV and you don't realize that that is an actor, they pick that person because they're an actor,
Exactly.
then you're fucking autistic. Yeah, that's
Thanks.
Welcome
That's-
to the club.
I'm autistic now.
it. That's
Great.
We're hiring autists to help us with the podcast if anyone's interested.
Yes, but actually no.
What do you mean?
But,
But no, I get it too. Like the media portrays things in different ways, and that heavily influences people too.
I
and when
don't
you
think-
when you bring it to the go ahead.
I don't think that's a worthwhile argument. And anyways, in the whole thing,
No, it's not an argument. It's a statement.
I think that developers should be getting hate if their game is way too perverted, not Sony stopping anyone from showing tits kind of thing.
I don't think people should be getting hate for their games. Period.
What if your game is about
mean,
raping someone? Then
what
yes.
if your game
that's
is-
a
has some
controversial game,
racist
sure.
things going on?
right? It's the fact that they made something, and if people don't like it, they have the right not to like it. The problem comes when you start telling people that they can't do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
can't
totally
make
agree.
this game. You can't make
I
video
100%
games.
agree.
I believe people have the freedom to do whatever they want because they have that brain that says, I can do whatever I want. You don't
Except
do
if
some of the
it's
things that you want to do because you
racist.
know it's morally wrong, but you fucking do it anyway.
Mario's gonna be black in the next game, so it's not racist.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
How would
great.
you-
I'm glad.
How would you react if that actually happened?
Mamma mia.
I mean, Do it again.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Not racist.
Oh yeah, it's a Mario. How you doing?
Oh my god. This thing is gonna get taken down first episode.
Black
This is
Mario.
amazing.
I mean, it
Blah,
depends.
blah.
If it's like, you mean like, cause most games like the gimmick is that he has a new power up. So what? He turns black now. What is it?
He's
What
got like
power is that given?
He can
it's a
run
mushroom
fast.
with a
A speed boost.
it's a mushroom. It's a mushroom with
know.
a Kentucky Fried Chicken logo on it, and when he gets it, he
Yes.
turns black and can run really fast.
Oh my god. We're,
Sounds amazing.
this is sad.
This podcast has gone to shit in 10 minutes.
That's just enough.
Okay.
10 minutes is enough time for ad revenue. No, I'm kidding.
We can stop now. Fuck.
Next topic. Helicopter dicking. Do you know how to helicopter dick?
I mean, I identify as a helicopter dick, so yeah.
Oh no.
No. You. It's when you pelvic thrust in such a way that your dick starts flopping around like a helicopter.
Oh, and you do the helicopter. Yeah. I've seen enough memes to know what that is.
Hell yeah. I like to fly around on my dick.
Can we not talk about? Oh.
Anyways,
No, we're starting.
we were talking.
Well, what other type of censorship exists in video
China.
games? I mean,
No,
but that's
China
different.
probably. Not
no,
great.
No, they do. Yeah.
China. Does
China's like.
Steam censors, but a lot less. I think they censored like 2 games, and it was because they were about shooting schools. But that's pretty much it.
I mean, that's acceptable.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. To that point, like, there's a point you can't pass where like it's acceptable to censor something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understandable.
Understandable.
Not like the European Union in Article 13 fucking taxing you for making memes.
Oh, well, let's talk about the prawn ban in the UK.
What the fuck's the
Oh
prawn
yeah,
ban?
the UK banned porn and it came into effect this month.
Okay, fine, porn. Guess we're not gonna.
No,
get
they
any
banned it
revenue
from
whatsoever.
under 18. I said anime titties like 10 times, so it wasn't gonna get ad revenue anyway.
Can't get ad
Yeah,
revenue until we start pulling in views.
Workout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need like
I'm a-
4K watch
I'm
hours.
thinking in the long run.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it. You're right.
We can
fuck
get
it.
a sponsor. They pay like 10 times more than YouTube, and we'll just get copyright claim from UNG because I.
Yeah.
So.
This video.
I hit the
is
woe too
sponsored
hard.
by Circle Space.
This video
It's
is
a fake
sponsored by
Squarespace that we made.
$2 Shave Club.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored by notbrilliant.org.
This video is sponsored by Bix.
Create
This-
your own website with Wix, not Squarespace, because Bix is better than rectangle space.
This episode of the Koad Gween podcast is brought to you in part by Bunny, the new
Bunny.
browser extension that saves you money on shit.
Yeah.
But
Great. There goes all of our opportunities.
No, we love all of those people. We just don't want to get in trouble for fake sponsorships.
and
Yeah.
We love you, and we want you to sponsor the podcast.
Not sponsored.
We love you.
This-
Why
and
would they
we-
sponsor?
no one
it?
will
We-
sponsor
we-
the podcast anyway, so I wouldn't be worrying about that.
No, I'm
Let's
not
not worry
worried.
about it.
I'm
now.
not.
Let's
I'm not
just
worried
go
about it.
on. But like,
But like,
okay, from an outsider's perspective, like, yeah, isn't it good that little kids not be exposed to porn? In the sense that
Yeah.
like it's not the best, and many studies have been showing some stuff, but like they're gonna find a way.
yeah,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
use a
They'll
VPN,
always find a way.
VPN, and then
Bored
you
This
get
video
VPN?
has been. This podcast has been brought to you.
by South VPN.
Oh my god.
I think we've gone through all of them.
No, we got one more. We got one. The best VPN, not Express, but the best VPN.com/Gween to get 15%
Use
off.
code Gween.
Use code Gween.
Use
That is
Koad Gween to get a
amazing.
10% discount
10%
On your first subscription.
Oh,
on your first subscription and purchase.
this video is sponsored by Readable. Get your first book free.
Your first physical books.
Stay Still watches.
I really think we've gone through all of them now.
Barry's
Let's
Razors.
not continue. Oh my god.
I could do this all day.
Don't.
Anyway, I think the porn ban is bad because you have to give your credit card or your driver's license to watch porn, which means the fucking government knows what porn you watch and shit, which is kinda weird.
Yeah.
It's like those sites that say free, but to prove you're older than 18, they ask for your credit card information, which is bullshit because you know that they're gonna turn around and use your credit card information.
Exactly.
And shit.
That's basically what the UK is doing. They're scamming all their citizens.
I really don't want them to find out like how I like my Asian midgets do.
Same. Wait, you like your
it's-
Asian midget?
What?
No, I'm not judging.
Asian midgets?
I think.
Care to elaborate?
Excited. Yeah, Sean,
No.
please elaborate on your sexual
Yeah.
fantasies with Asian midgets.
I'd like you to elaborate a little
You
bit.
know what?
How do you like them?
He has left, but I can say I like them cooked with some soy sauce on top.
I like them like
Bro.
I like them with a little bit of rice, a little bit of that sesame chicken
Rice.
seasoning, and that
You know when you record a video and like it's good, but when you watch it, it's cringe. Well, this
Yeah.
We
we're
started off
recording it
so
and it's
well.
already cringe.
Yeah.
I don't even have to listen to it after for it to be cringe.
What type of sick loser would watch this or listen to this? This is just sad.
I mean,
And that's why we're doing it.
that's why we're doing it. We got to get the first
That's why we're
podcast out
doing
of the way, and after that, it'll become a little easier
Yeah,
for
we've
us.
gotta
We'll
get
get
better.
better from here.
We probably should
Yeah.
have. We probably should have
Boom.
kind of did some background information on each other, on ourselves.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was like the point. We're supposed to like
Yeah.
introduce ourselves.
Podcast number 1. Who the fuck
Well, since
are
I'm
you?
probably doing more than both of you, I'll go first. Hi, my name is
Thank
Chad, ChadOkay of the ChadOkay YouTube channel. I make videos. That's it. Go ahead.
You're on YouTube. Shut up. Of course. Wow.
I could do my. I could do a game show host.
Epic.
This man is an excited American.
Yeah. I got a dream.
Not with the Obama voice again.
Fuck.
That's not a.
Sing like the Shrek song, but with like Obama's voice.
I'm not like some sort of fucking show donkey. You don't fucking just come out and tell me.
Nah, do it. You gotta do it.
I actually really want to hear that. I don't know why.
See if I can pull this off. Somebody once told me the world's gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
Obama's
She was
making
looking
a speech.
kind
Shut
of
up.
dumb, with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, I can't believe I just did that. I just fucking whored myself out. I'm gonna go outside and I just stand on the street corner with my leg, like my pants pulled up to my thigh, and just start looking people directly in their eyes as they drive by.
Why?
Ooh, boys, you want some of this hammy? Start fucking.
I've got some roast beef for you.
Oh no.
My juicy butthole is ready for penetration at any moment.
And that's why we're gonna talk about.
All right, third topic.
You didn't.
fucking
Whoa,
electric-
hold on, back the fuck up.
What?
Neither of you said anything about yourselves.
Shut. Fuck. He noticed.
Yeah, I fucking
Our
noticed.
cover was blown.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
I mean-
you go first.
No, you.
Fuck. He got. Reverse card.
Mirror.
So, Yolk,
Oh
what do
shit.
you do?
So I am a man that sexually identifies as a man, and I know that's illegal in 2018, but that's basically
Yeah, it is. But I'm not
Did
gonna
you
tell
say
anybody.
2018?
I mean, like,
It's not illegal anymore, but it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was to show that like we should change.
Mm.
Your turn.
My name is Sean.
That was wholesome.
My name is
That was
my
phenomenal.
name is Sean.
Like Chad actually puts effort, and I'm just here like freezing in front of my mic.
You're too tense. You need a massage. You need to go masturbate. We can try it again.
Yeah.
You need us to take that dildo out of your ass.
Yeah.
It'll do wonders. Trust me.
It'll do wonders.
You guys seem tense. You seem nervous under the spotlight of a microphone.
No, I'm just scared my dad will come in at any moment.
I'm scared my dad will watch this.
I hope my parents watch this because, God.
They'll be proud of you.
No, they wouldn't be proud of me. They're just going to know what kind of person I am and I don't have to hide it anymore.
Yeah,
Yes.
actually.
Mom,
That
Dad,
is not
I'm a
loaded.
libtard.
Mom,
My
Dad, I like
parents take
Asian
offense.
midget porn.
Mom, Dad, I like jiggly anime titties.
Mom, Dad, I
Nice.
masturbate to Belle Delphine selling her bathwater on Pornhub. I'm addicted.
With Shrek in the background.
Yeah, I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to add that.
I like to watch Shrek
very
3D
relatable.
porn.
Same.
It's my favorite kind of porn. It's nothing quite quenches my thirst like green
Shrek
cum
3D
coming out
VR
of an
porn.
ogre cock. God damn it, I need to stop.
Let's move on to the next subject.
Vaping. All right.
Yeah.
Vaping is
yes.
better for you than
Vape,
cigarettes.
vape.
That's my argument. Go ahead.
Yes,
no,
but-
go ahead.
To what?
Yeah.
No.
First of
What's
all,
your
in
argument for what?
in like one sentence, what's your stance on vaping, everyone? So we can
Sean,
get that
go
out
first.
of the way.
That doesn't really
That's
help
alright.
at all, actually.
That's the
I
point.
think that if you don't smoke, you shouldn't vape, but if you do smoke, then you should vape. That's my argument.
Yes, but okay. Yes, but actually no. But if you smoke, yes. That's me.
Yeah, essentially it's both of those, kind of.
So I think we all agree.
Well,
so
no.
there's nothing to
You
argue about
you were
No,
coming at
yeah,
me.
Okay.
Let's talk about Let's talk about
Yeah,
crippling
I love it.
nicotine addiction.
I love having
Yeah.
a crippling nicotine addiction. It's wonderful.
I mean, it's bad and all, but at least
Sure,
your
yeah.
lungs aren't fucking decomposing.
But
so.
vaping's still bad for your lungs. I think it's got a chemical. It's called.
Oh
I think,
no, diacetyl.
diacetyl
Oh, I
or
knew it. I
something,
knew
and
somebody was
that's
gonna say
still
that. I'm
bad.
excited now. Diacetyl was in vape juice for maybe 2 years, and there was less diacetyl in vape juice than there are cigarettes. Diacetyl was found to be a butter flavoring for your spray butter, like you put on your pan. I don't know if you have that in your country, but basically,
What the
it's
fuck is spray
it's
butter?
like the nonstick like butter flavored shit that you spray on your pan. You don't have like.
What?
But we just cut
That's
a
the
cube
better
of
way to do
butter
it.
and
America
let it
likes to
melt on the pan.
capitalize on stuff, right?
Sinners.
That was found to be what was
Sinners.
causing popcorn lung in the factories because it is dangerous for you to inhale. But there's more diacetyl in a cigarette than there was in vape juice, and there was so little diacetyl in vape juice that it actually didn't cause any issues. But the problem is with that is no vape shop will actually sell vape juice with diacetyl in it. There you go.
And Chad
Actually,
prepared.
I'm
for
not
this, so I'm
actually
kinda
prepared. I
depressed.
just know this because I've had so many people tell me that it's bad for me
Yeah,
that I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. So I did all the research that I could, and now I pretty much know everything I need to argue with anybody about it. I'm passionate.
oh god, the comments are gonna be just.
Okay.
I will-
You're wrong.
Go
or
ahead.
something.
Okay, nicotine
You're gonna
is
fight
fucked.
for your honor.
Nicotine is really fucking bad, and it's the only two things that are more addictive than it is cocaine and heroin, and
It's
it's
really
fucking
addictive.
bad, so it should not be sold.
Nicotine is bad. Is very addictive, but it's very addictive, and I'm not gonna say that it's not. It's more addictive than caffeine. And right.
And alcohol. It's the third most
Right.
addictive substance.
But there are really no actual side
But-
effects to the actual nicotine itself. The nicotine is naturally it does not need to be in your body. It doesn't want to be in your body. So when you have it in a cigarette, cigarettes coat their tobacco leaves in formaldehyde. Formaldehyde increases the effect of the nicotine, causing you to be more addicted than if you were just using a vape, which only has 3 ingredients, which is propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, and nicotine.
But like,
Yeah,
Because
but not all
vape juice have
vapes.
nicotine.
No, not they
no,
all don't.
not all of them,
You can get it in a zero.
but most do.
Okay, so
They
let me
all
explain.
do- wait, what?
No,
Let me
most
explain.
don't.
Every vape juice company makes their 3 types, even I think either that or 4 types of the same juice: 0 nic, a 3 nic, a 6 nic, a 12 nic, and an 18 nic. The reason those are they go higher in milligram to bottle ratio. The way that it works is, and the way it's supposed to work is, since there's no formaldehyde, taking the tobacco and enhancing the nicotine addiction, you'll slowly realize that you can't vape on a 6 nic anymore, so you go down to a 3, and eventually 3 will become too harsh for you as well. You go down to a 0, and then eventually you lose your craving for cigarettes, for nicotine.
So it's actually kind of, I mean, it's like built up
Right.
in a way so you can lose your addiction, but reversely, can't you like also go up?
You can,
'Cause
but
you-
it's not
yeah,
common.
yeah, that's the problem with the system.
I mean, it's like saying they invented stairs so you can walk down and go
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Usually when you go to stop
I mean,
smoking,
I get it. It couldn't help it.
well, you
It
wouldn't
depends
want
on
to
the
go
person,
up
right?
because of the fact that your body doesn't want it in your body to begin with. So you constantly become building this, like, you start losing your tolerance for it as you go down, and then it becomes too harsh for your throat.
Yeah.
If you, like, the way that I've experienced is my girlfriend, she bought some juice that was a 6 nic, but it was $5, it was on sale. And so I tried it, and it would be too harsh for my lungs. Or not my lungs, my throat. And you feel that because I didn't crave it anymore. Like, I didn't want to use it because it was associated with pain. I have a 3 nic right now, and it's been keeping me going. The only reason I haven't gone down to a 0 is just because I like building coils and doing stuff like that. Other than that, it's really just a hobby, and there are days that I don't even do it.
I mean, that actually sounds much better than smoking.
It sounds, but like, even minor addiction is still quite bad and
Right.
have
An
lots
addiction
of
is
side
still
effects.
an addiction.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it, like you said, even if it doesn't
Oh, yeah.
have any like side effects,
But-
it's still really fucking
but there
bad.
are
The
s-
fact that
but-
you're reliant on something,
Well,
you know.
addiction itself has side
Yeah.
effects that are really
Like,
bad.
For instance, people can get, like, caffeine is highly addictive, and what that'll
Yep.
do is you will experience massive headaches, like terrible headaches. It's to the point where it's almost a migraine, but you know you're not nauseous. So, yeah. So basically,
It's like worse.
So that's why my dad has.
what
5
happens
coffees
is
a day.
if you
Epic.
take that caffeine and you drink it for a year straight, and then you stop drinking it one day, you will have the worst headache that you've ever experienced in your entire life. You can get nauseous. You can start vomiting. I've experienced this firsthand.
And
I used to drink a cup of coffee every single day before going to school. It's very
It's like
American.
very American.
I was,
nah, actually,
And
my
then,
dad's
I
American.
I don't know.
and then one day we ran out of coffee and sugar and everything. Like, I can't remember if it was sugar or if it was something. And I get to school and I'm like, I'll be fine. It'll be great. I'm gonna be chilling. 2 hours into the
Yeah.
school day, I have the worst migraine, and I'm going to the bathroom and throwing up literally everything. It's not great. Caffeine
Shit.
also does something that nicotine will not do, which is you can have a caffeine overdose. You can overdose on caffeine, and it causes your heart to speed up,
Really?
and you can have a heart attack.
Well, that's why if people drink 8 cans of Monsters and die,
Yeah,
that's why that happens.
I'm surprised Jake hasn't fucking
Nice.
just died. He drank 4 bangs in one day, which I don't know if you have bang in there, but it's a newer energy drink, and it's supposed to be really healthy for you, and everything on it's pretty healthy. It's not like a soda or anything, like Monster.
Except it's got 300.
It's got 300 milligrams of caffeine, and he had 4 of them. And he's not dead. Like, I'm confused.
Shit. The recommended adult dose, like maximum per day, is like 60 grams, and one of them has 300.
I drink coffee
I
and
drink
Monster
tea.
occasionally, and I drink. Go ahead.
Call me.
I drink
water.
I like water as well.
Fuck off.
Water's good.
Check your privilege.
I don't like water. Water tastes bad.
I kind of like water. It's like
How can you
and
not
tea
like
is just.
I
well,
like
tea is
I like
leaf
water.
juice.
I know, I drink tea
I
sometimes.
Leaf juice
I
is
only drink
cool.
water when I'm at my parents' house, and that's because it's easy to drink water during a conversation instead of like soda or coffee or something. It's just because it goes down and then you can keep talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like sticky or like when you drink like a
Yeah,
soda,
yeah,
it's-
I
it-
understand.
It feels different,
You're like
You feel thirsty.
drink-
Yes.
kinda sucks.
Soda makes you thirsty.
coffee makes me shit. Yeah.
Really?
It doesn't give me
Nice.
like diarrhea per se. It gives me like it just makes me have to shit faster. That's it. It's just like
I have the same thing with apples.
R.I.P. in peace,
apples?
apples.
Yeah, but that's
I
actually
love
proven.
apple juice, dude. Apple juice.
Huh.
Turn up for apple juice.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Everyone donate $5 to
Like
the
and
Apple Juice
subscribe if you like
Association.
apple
Yeah.
juice. Yeah.
There's like every kid on earth
Like
will
and
like
subscribe
and
if you like
subscribe.
apple juice.
We're good.
Except that guy from Yeah.
Except that dude who's allergic to apples.
No, I'm kind of happy because it's actually going somewhere.
Any
This-
other thing that you want to say
Oh,
about vaping before we continue
we didn't
our
end up-
talk, Mr. Yolk Man?
Me?
Yeah, Mr. Yolk Man.
It's not that bad, but it's still bad, and there aren't many
The thing
studies
I
done on
really
it, so
don't
we're not
like-
so sure.
Yeah. The thing I really just hate is when like people fucking.
No,
blast it in,
that's
like, tight
douchey. What
public
I do-
areas.
What I do, so my vape, it does create a lot of cloud. Like that's something that it does. But when I'm in a tight public space, what I'll do
Yeah.
is I'll take a small hit off of it, and I won't take very many, and I'll take like 2 or 3, and each hit I'll take a small hit, and then I'll hold it in my lungs as if I were doing it, if I were chain doing it, right? So that way I'm not getting it into people's faces.
Yeah.
It's about it comes out about the same as cigarette smoke. It'll get you more nicotine because you're holding it in, so a lot of more of the nicotine is absorbed, and you're not worried about getting it in people's faces. So so people who vape out there who
The
think
thing-
it's cool to
Okay.
blow it in people's faces, take my advice and don't be a fucking douchebag. No, I'm kidding.
Like me. Wait, what
Okay,
do you
these
mean
things
you're
are really
kidding?
Dumb. But on a financial standpoint, is it more or
So
less
startup-
expensive than actual cigarettes?
Well, they haven't been taxed as much.
So
right?
startup
it's
is going to
less.
be a little bit more expensive, just because of the fact that you gotta buy the
you gotta buy the yeah.
you gotta buy the vape, the
vape,
juice,
the
maybe some
jewel,
backup
or
coils, but long term effects. I spend about $25 on a bottle of juice, and that'll last me 2 weeks.
And how 2 weeks?
People who
That's pretty good.
smoke generally go through a pack of cigarettes a
like-
day, if not a half pack every day, and even more than that.
Sometimes even more.
And,
That's like
and-
people who
and
are
depending
very
on where you
addicted,
live,
though.
like here,
No wonder why my grandma
it's about
died.
$6, $7 for a pack of cigarettes, and you will, if you buy a pack a day, you're spending, a whole hell of a lot more.
No, it's a lot more, yeah.
So startup cost is more expensive. Later on, cost not as much.
Have there been any incidents of people dying?
People,
'Cause you said you did your research, so by dying by something related
So,
to electric
yes.
cigarettes.
no, not dying per se, but getting injured, and that's because people don't know how to take care of their batteries. What
Shove them
happens
up their
is-
ass.
The way that these are lithium-ion batteries. Everybody has lithium-ion batteries. You use them in your remotes. You use them in your mouses.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the cylinder.
Oh,
Right.
because of, like, the
No,
chemicals.
people will not take care of their batteries. They are wrapped so that the way that they work will not be interrupted. Like if it touches something that's metal, but people won't take care of their batteries. They'll have scratches. They'll have some of the wrap peeling off of it, and they won't go get new batteries or have them rewrapped. And so what it will do is the two pieces of metal from both batteries will touch each other, causing a short, causing it to expand and explode. That is the only reason that they explode is because people don't take care of them the way they need to be taken care of, and that's their fault. It's literally, if you don't take care of your car's oil, you'll fuck up your car. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just the
If you-
people's
it's-
fault.
it's-
So essentially,
Yes.
is the statistic misleading?
Yes.
Because I don't think
It's
they should be counted.
It's
well,
Same
they
thing for, like,
aren't.
the-
counted.
There, it's
saw
fear
this a while-
mongering from big
Oh.
tobacco companies because big tobacco companies are mad that there's something they're
Yes,
not getting as
big
much money as
tobacco
they used to
companies.
because people are wising up and being like, hey, this is a safer alternative. Why aren't we doing this? And they're like, don't do it.
Exactly.
And
yeah,
it
exactly.
doesn't actually kill you.
You find it's very. I hate to get into the conspiracy theory like realm of this, but it's people
No,
like
it's interesting.
I
Marlboro
love
and
conspiracy.
Newport. They're like, we're not making as much money. We're gonna have to stop this. And so what it does is they fearmonger moms, and then they produce studies in big air quotations, and they're like, this is really bad for you.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Well,
But it's not true.
didn't they? Well, didn't they
They
do
used-
that a long time ago? I don't know.
They-
It was
yeah,
the 80s, the
they-
60s, but they created fake stuff.
Right.
It's like, oh, yeah, cigarettes are healthy.
They didn't do anything
Good
fake.
for
They
you.
just
Yeah.
ignored the real thing.
They used to be TV commercials for cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like in the U.S., there was the Marlboro Man, and he'd be like, get yourself some Marlboro cigarettes. They're real good for you. They help relieve stress.
Well, if you watch any movies like from around I don't want to say the exact years, but like the 60s or something,
Right.
everyone will be smoking all the
I,
time.
Yeah.
It got
Also,
normalized by the
People who
media.
do smoke, realize one thing. I used to work. No, I used to work with a guy. His name was Tony, and he used to work in a tobacco plant where they used to make tobacco like cigarettes. The way that a lot of the people do it is some redneck out in fucking Alabama, and they'll cut the tobacco, and then they'll get drunk, and they'll piss all over the tobacco. They'll take shits in the tobacco. It's very right.
And then they'll
They
fuck their
don't care,
sister
and
with
so
the
you've
tobacco.
got contaminants all in the leaves. It's disgusting. They don't take care of and then they add chemicals to it that make it more addictive, so you'll buy more. And that is welcome to my TED Talk.
Sound like the opiates all
Welcome to
over
my
again.
TED Talk. This might sound really weird and kind of stupid, but do you guys think that, like, let's say a parallel universe?
Yeah.
There's one where humans evolved to, like, adapt to, like, smoking cigarettes.
I mean, it would need
What
so
kind of
many
society would that
years.
be? I know,
Yeah.
but imagine though, it'd be really fucked
you-
up.
I mean, it would, but not really.
Wouldn't, like, the cigarette companies essentially kind of, like, semi-run the
wouldn't.
world?
Kind of. But isn't
Yeah,
that
If, like, the
what's
whole
happening?
fucking world's addicted? No.
No, but like not the cigarette companies, but the technology
Right.
companies are
Jeff Bezos
just
intensifies.
yeah, exactly.
Do you think he has enough money to, like, buy an African country?
Definitely.
Let's just say a third
Definitely.
world country, and he just, like,
Right.
bribes everything. He just owns all of the land, so he can make Amazon the
No,
country.
he's got
That'd be
enough
really
money
epic.
to make an army to just overthrow half of Africa.
No, yeah, no, he
Like-
can do that too. So, but why doesn't he? I'd buy a country for fun. I know, I guess for like PR and
I'd buy the Vatican
yeah,
and
no.
make the popes rape each other.
Wait, what? Why?
That's
What is
wonderful.
wrong with you?
It's called Sweet Revenge.
Sweet, what the Pope dude?
I'm still a minor.
I'd help everybody
still a
storm
minor.
Area 51. I'd
Yeah, same.
Man,
I really do.
The whole Area 51 meme is great, but also
I'm just
like from the American who's not going to do that. The Area 50. I'm not storming
What do you
Area
mean?
51. I know. Shocking.
Why not?
You're storming it. Wait, no, you're gonna rob everyone's houses
Yeah.
while they storm Area 51.
But
Is that it?
what you don't know is
60,000 IQ right there.
the Storm Area 51 meme, if it goes through, there's two ways that this can go, and it's a lose-lose for the United States government. Because let me put it
How's
in
anyone-
perspective.
Go ahead.
Let's say that people do storm Area 51, and they get through. We now know the government secrets.
Yeah.
We know a lot of government secrets.
Boy,
let-
I gotta stop.
but if
you
No,
they-
there.
no, let him finish. Let him continue.
But if they
Argue
if
with
they
it.
do storm Area 51
Go
and
ahead.
the government kills all those people, that just means that the government has so many secrets that they're willing to kill innocent people for their secrets.
Let me stop you there.
Honestly,
What if
I
they
don't
just
feel like it's
remove their
so black-
secrets and
exactly.
move it to
like, why
Area
don't they just move
52?
it? We gave them like a bunch of
True.
time to get rid of all their secret stuff.
They-
And they could either make like a big ass 4-meter wide concrete wall that not even that many people is gonna get through, unless they break it. They can
Pull
just
a
fortify it,
sledge,
move it, and hide
Start
it. So
bringing
Yeah.
sledgehammers and bust through all the walls. Yeah.
yeah.
But hey,
Exactly.
Well, I mean, can't they just like get a bunch of riot police? with,
There have
like,
been-
riot
Yeah,
shields, just, like
yeah.
a bunch of them. Tear gas, water hoses, just like things that won't kill you.
They
rubber
can do
bullets. They can do that.
but
They
there
will do
100%.
that. Well, they
have
they
to.
threatened to do that.
Oh, nice.
Well,
That is
actually,
cool.
they didn't actually. They just said, "Oh, Area 51's a zone where we do bombing exercises. So if you storm it, you'll probably get bombed and die." That's pretty
Well,
much
then
what
how
they
did the
said.
soldiers there not get bombed.
Because
Oh,
there
whoa.
are zones where people live that you
So why
don't
don't they
bomb.
go through the?
But maybe they're
living
in the
zone?
middle. Have you even?
But then how do they go in and out? And
Because
nobody
there's
gets
an
there's
flights?
one
airport.
there's at least 1 million people
So how
agreed to
is-
storm Area 51.
2 million.
I'm pretty sure it's 3 million.
No,
now.
it's 1.9
let's-
or something like, or 2.2, something like that.
1.7.
Let's check.
Oh my god. Yeah. No, they can't stop 1.2 point whatever million people.
I mean, even if 10% or 1% shows up, that's still a lot of people.
How are those people gonna get into the middle of the desert?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like the people are gonna be the main villain because like there's gonna be people like bumping against
Well,
each other, and it's gonna be a big.
Nah,
mess.
the people are just gonna die at first. There isn't any shops for like 80 miles from there,
Nice.
and it's like one dirt road.
1.9 going, 1.4 million interested.
I put interested. I went going at first, but then I was scared the FBI. was
You'd
gonna
have to
raid my
buy a
ass,
plane
so-
ticket.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to give
Def-
false hope, so I
Um,
just put that I'm interested, because I'm actually really interested what will happen if they actually
I'm
people
hoping.
actually raid it.
There's gotta be some.
Oh
idiots who
yeah,
wanna
I'm
live
definitely
stream it.
I'm taking a day off of
Definitely.
work to go watch that fucking live stream. Are you kidding me? Hey guys, back here at Area 51,
I
gonna
bet-
show you guys what's up. Gonna clap some alien cheeks, and oh god, and then just get shot, and it's the end of the stream.
I'm fucking
Nice.
traumatized.
It's gonna be a great stream.
It's gonna be epic.
It's gonna be banned. You will only be able to watch it on Pornhub. You'll just get Viagra ads every time you click off.
There's 10,000
Yeah,
of
you
us
can't ban
streaming, they
every- ban
can't ban
everyone
us
on
all.
I'm excited though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because even if we assume
Right.
like 10,000
That's still a lot of fucking
show up,
people.
That's still huge.
I'm
that's
hoping.
Pretty,
I'm hoping this
exactly.
happens. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
that's a shit ton.
because
I hope
I don't think.
people.
Yeah,
are
I guess.
the
stupid
mood of
enough to do
America
this.
right now. The mood of
They're not
America
that
right now.
many.
is
I
about to be
don't-
like, we're like teetering on the edge of civil war, and it's great. So this Area 51 meme is going to bring
We're
everybody
gonna-
together,
Really?
and I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's gonna bring everyone together against the government, so it's basically a civil war.
Okay, just to let you know, we have
Alright,
around
alright.
15 minutes left.
So you guys want to make this an hour?
Yeah.
Oh,
like otherwise it drags on too
okay.
long. Then the
I'll
little
wrap it
5-year-old
up.
Timmy has
Yeah,
a
let's
really
cut it.
short
Let's cut
attention
it
span.
pretty soon.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should like talk maybe like one half topic and then.
Oh
just do
yeah.
the
So
outro.
What's
I've
up?
got a half topic. They started adding 5G into places, and basically people are freaking out because they think 5G is gonna kill them, like Wi-Fi did.
Really?
But the basically
I mean, I heard that it killed birds and shit, but I don't know if
nah,
that's true.
it hasn't. But the frequency of the waves is the same frequency as microwaves, so everyone's freaking out. But the thing is that since microwaves are like in a confined
Yeah.
space, it's very different. But
Mm.
the WHO, it listed it as like possibly carcinogenic, and everyone's scared. But pickles are possibly carcinogenic from the WHO. So
Okay.
it's,
They're probably less microwaves.
I
Mm.
feel like
Like,
Yeah.
I just think they.
But can you elaborate? Because I'm a ooga booga. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So how is this good or bad?
Well, the technology is gonna be really good. It's
It's a lot faster.
It's
I know.
mostly stopping latency like basically
God.
zero ping, which can be useful for tons of
Google
technologies.
Stadia.
Like, for
I kinda
example,
bonus. No, sorry, go on.
self-driving cars. They can talk to each other in real time and not crash into each other, which would be kind of great.
Yeah.
And so it's just going to bring out a bunch of opportunities for tech. But I still think it's like, on the scale of how dangerous things are, it's less dangerous than light. But you need to remember, people get skin cancer
People-
and shit because of light. So I still
We've got a
think-
bunch of crazy
I know,
people.
it's
Honestly,
it's
mediocre.
pretty
5G, get that bread, 5G. It doesn't really matter. People will be afraid of literally anything. Like,
I don't know. I'm
I
not gonna
know.
say anything. I'm gonna do more research
What-
for like the next
what
podcast
I
because I
think-
think this
Oh,
it's
it-
got to be something that is bad anyway.
Nah.
'Cause, like I know people are stupid, but I don't
no,
think
no, no.
everyone would freak
It's-
out for
well,
something.
not
not
everybody's
everyone's
freaking out,
freaking
it's-
out.
it's
Some-
it's
lots of
basically
people are.
basically people who think
I don't know.
technology is bad and they've tried and find any way to kind of
A lot of them probably are, but I still think
Mm.
like people should conduct more studies before just
oh, this is
it-
bad, right?
just
Yeah, exactly.
putting it out everywhere, because we've
Mm.
got few like studies that concretely prove that it's good or bad, and like from what we know, it's pretty good, but we're not sure. So, and we don't have any study for anywhere near long-term effects, so we don't know that either.
I
so
don't
it's
think
kinda-
that it's going to be
yeah.
dangerous
I don't know how to
because
feel about it.
I don't think it will be.
I hope not.
I feel like if it were going to be dangerous, they probably would have done some research beforehand before just implementing it. You know?
But the thing is, we still
Mm.
don't know like the dangers of long-term, because we've only had like telephone connection from towers for
Yeah.
like 20 years, so we don't really even know the long-term dangers of things like that, which are operating at something
Yeah.
like 2 gigahertz. The more gigahertz,
Right.
the more
Ah.
dangerous, and like. I think 5G, I don't want to say something wrong, but it's going to go up to about
Jesus.
80 gigahertz, which is a lot more. So I don't think it's bad, but I feel like we should be more responsible before just implementing
Agree.
it everywhere.
I feel like I would rather it come out and we find out that something's dangerous so that we can tweak it than rather just hold off on it and say no, don't do that, because then you're like halting technology, and that won't help us advance.
No, but like
Yeah.
Yeah, it like halts the progress of humanity
It-
essentially because this is pretty cool.
but the fact that we're gonna like implement it pretty much everywhere in like a year, without knowing if it's good or bad, is kind of
But
scary.
isn't that what they're doing now? Where they implemented it in some I don't know
Yeah,
where
they're
you said
starting.
before, I forgot.
I
but-
think they've done like one town, like
Well,
Dallas,
what we can
Texas or
if
something,
Texas
but they're starting.
yeah,
30
so I guess
people
we'll
in-
still find out.
Who cares if we kill
mean-
the Texans? But
Texans are strong, man. I'll tell you, Texans got that beef. You know what I mean?
Okay. You should probably do the outro. It's 49 minutes and 30 seconds.
anyways, yeah. Anyone want to add anything?
You can find me
Got
at
any
ChadOkay
comments?
on YouTube and twitch.tv
shut up.
/ChadOkay. Okay.
Well, I just like to say thank you
Thank
because this is actually pretty fun. And
Thank
I'd
you
like
guys
to
so much
make
for
another
watching.
podcast
Appreciate
soon.
it.
Yeah, it was decently bad. thanks a lot for watching, people. Feel free to follow us so you can see any
Yep.
follow-up episodes. But I don't want to be a bitch telling you to subscribe. So bye.
Thank
and
you.
Thanks a lot for watching. Goodbye.